YouTube community? It's your favorite apostate and undude 2, here with his co-host, the great and the terrible, the Apostocat, once again exposing Watchtower inconsistencies and freeing you from the prison of your very own mind. Alright, now I'm wanting to share with you a bit of information that I've discovered, that I've learned, and bear in mind that I think it's probably safe to say that it can be still classified as hearsay. I've tried gathering more direct confirmation from, contacts up in Bethel. I've approached J.W. Ferry to see if maybe, he can help me out in that regard. I've asked, the P.O. and the congregation that I was from and the congregation that I'm going to currently, and nobody, I think they know something, but very tight-lipped about it. And so, I just wanted to preface that, but I'll go ahead and share with you what it is. The word on the street is that there's a couple of new projects being started from the boys up in Brooklyn Bethel. And as a whole, this movement is being dubbed as the Spritual Heritage Project. You're probably asking yourself,
well, what's the Spiritual Heritage Project and undo to? And what does it have to do with me? I just don't know.
Oh, jeez, can't I share, just once, can't I share some details before you guys jump down my throat with all these questions? Don't worry, details are coming. What is the aim of the Spiritual Heritage Project? How do I put this? It's disposing of the evidence. It's covering the trail. It's Sauerberung. It's bücherverbrennung. Put simply, it's book burning. It's an effort by the governing body 2.0 to continue the march towards generalization. Now, what do I mean by generalization? In decades past, Jehovah's Witnesses had to establish a precedent for their doctrine. And they did their level best to compose it in a palatable format that people could buy into. But as the old guard faded away, in were ushered a newer and fresher governing body. I refer to this entity as Governing Body 2.0. If you notice, even in the Bible Teach Book, mainstay doctrines are no longer explained. They're simply presented as an accepted fact. Dates like 607 BCE or 1914 don't have to be explained to second or third generation Jehovah's Witnesses because, like me, they were raised with it. And they believe what they were taught. The Governing Body 2.0 realizes that the less information they provide about dates such as 1914 or 607, the less likely people are to criticize them. And this is a bizarre phenomenon, but one that Jehovah's Witnesses capitalize on magnificently.
Well, that's all well and good and undo too, but what in the world does book burning have to do with the Spiritual Heritage Project?
I'll spell it out in no uncertain terms. The project goal is to gather items of historical pertinence relating to the Watchtower. They're specifically requesting pre-1940s and pre-1950s literature, although they are accepting phonographs, any remaining copies of the photodrama of creation, and even I heard one of the broadcasting cars that they, on the sandwich boards that they used to wear. And the gathering has already begun. Let me establish that. This is a fact. Down here in Indiana, we have a brother down in Muncie who's heading up the gathering of the literature for the Midwest area. So that part is already happening, which is why I'm going ahead and making this video, because it is partially confirmed by his mere presence. What are they going to do with these early books and magazines? Well, Governing Body 2.0 realizes that symbols have much greater effect than delineations or discourses. After all, picture is worth 1,000 words. So what are they going to do with the literature? Well, they're going to encase it in glass. They're going to put it in spiritual museums around the country, in locations such as branch facilities, assembly halls, and this has been confirmed as well. They're building a new assembly hall down in Cincinnati, and they're adding one of these spiritual museums in there. So they're going to be putting in assembly halls, branch facilities, and branch facilities, assembly halls, and high visibility kingdom halls, sort of like they do with the Stanley Theater. And just imagine, they're what they're trying to do here is they're attempting to wash away the dirty little secrets of the generation that passed away. And yes, for those of you who didn't catch it, that was a pun. All right. They're encasing the last vestiges of unimpeachable proof that they are a false prophet behind a wall of glass. And they're doing it right underneath the nose of their followers. As far as propaganda is concerned, this is masterwork. Der Führer himself would be proud. I hope this gives all of you something to think about and highlights the importance of each and every one of us, what books we have like the Harp of God or Studying in the Scriptures or the Live Forever book or whatever literature that they're trying to erase from their history. It's very important that we hold on to this for future generations. I'm of the opinion that this project is a desperation tactic. To me, it's evident and clear that the fall of the Watchtower is inevitable. As the flow of information increases and as knowledge is made more readily available, the hold is broken, the spell, the trance is shot. And people still need to remember to stare into the face of shadowy dictators and laugh at them for the cowards that they are. All we have to do is just continue to share what we know, and we will break the hold. We will free the minds of those who have been deceived. And remember, like I always say, life is a state of mind.